We back, y'all.
We back. We're gonna wait for some people to join us. We are sorry, technical difficulties. We could not be in the studio um, because of tech issues. So as you can see, we're not in the studio. This is the home sitting tonight. So we'll wait for a couple of people to rejoin us. We're sorry. Okay, there's three people. Okay, guys, we were um in this and we started having technical difficulties, so we had to move out of the studio to the house. Um, so as you can see, we don't have the Hatchett Chronicles behind us because we are in our room because of tech issues. But luckily, we have a room. We have a house to go to. We don't have to stay in the studio. Baby, what are you doing? We are back on. Hey, hey, Dominic. Hey, Eleanor. Yes, we are back, and I'm hoping that this is better. Um, the studio is a dud tonight, so this is a little bit more personal. We're in the room, not in.
Sucks.
Yeah, gotta get a better studio. You think? Oh no! If I do it now, it's gonna start skipping. I had that in the beginning. I can't do that. Well, I can change it now. No, baby, because last time I did that, skip. You can't do it now. Okay, so I'm trying to wait for some other people to join us because we were a little late. Whatever. Eleanor, I'm gonna need your help because he's starting with me. He is starting. Can you just handle that for me? Bring some oatmeal. When you coming with the oatmeal?
Never. She ain't getting in.
I'm gonna leave the back door open for you.
I'm not putting a dog by the back door.
You don't have no dog. You ain't gotta worry about
it. Thanks.
Okay, so let's do our plugs and let's get to. I know you do, baby. I know you do. So I'm gonna do my plugs and then we're gonna get the show started because it's gonna probably get steamy. Hey, Eleanor, where's Steve? You know,
you getting what in? What you getting in? Trouble? See my Wu-Tang hat?
I just noticed, Eleanor, that lately he's been a little late. And so I'm just, asking. Anyway, let's get the show started. First up, plugs.
No, you're not. But anyway, go ahead.
Hey, Eunice.
Family,
For those of y'all that just joined us, as you can see, we're not in the studio. We're at home today. We had some technical difficulties. And so we had to forecast from our room. It's a little bit more intimate. See how he do, y'all. Okay, so let's get the show started. We're already running a little late, so let's start with our plugs. Hey, Erica. Hey, sister.
What up, sis?
Okay, so our plugs. Um, well, let's start with the old things first. My book, The Power of God is still $15, $3 in Hamlin. The Corona Chronicles, 15 authors. We did a tremendous job. They all did. Corona Chronicles, support the artists, y'all. These are the authors. These guys was just, I was one of the authors, but I'm gonna tell you something. The stories in this book, the Corona Chronicles, are just outstanding. That book is $25. Get in touch with me and my husband about either of the books. We're not going to talk about from my rib. I'll let my husband tell y'all because I have no idea. We're writing a book from my rib. It's a husband and wife co-author in the book, but we're almost on the last chapter too. But is it finished? Hey, Carmen. I can't tell you. So anyway, we're moving on. Um, my artist Del Royo, he has a new single out. Go to YouTube, check it out, guys.
DJ, what's happening,
It
bro?
is really, really a good. He's just awesome, y'all. Guys, y'all have to support these artists. My major artist Sabrina Johnston. She's doing some collaboration with some major artists, and watch out for that. That'll be out soon. And drum roll, are we ready for?
Mm.
Guys, Untapped Talent Recordings, our record label, has just signed not one, but two new artists. And one of our new artists is on tonight, and I am so excited. Okay? His name is Dominic. You guys, listen out for him. And guess what, guys? He's gospel. Y'all know I've been looking for a gospel artist for a long time, so I am really excited. Angie Who. So, he's guys that are chiming in. Dominic, Dominic, if you're out there, just say hi to our fans. God, show him some love and look out for him because he's coming out. He's gonna come out floating on a cloud, but he's gonna make some storms. Okay.
That's definitely nice.
Yes. Okay.
We put some stuff together right now. That's crazy, man. I just keep in tune.
Yes. Yes.
Crunch, what up?
And my other James and my other artist, his name is Chris, and he is
Chris is
a
dope too.
yeah, he's dope, but he's a newbie. So we will be starting to work with him mid January, something like that. There's Dominic, y'all. Show him love, show him love. And so we're excited projects with our two new artists that are signed artists to our label. UTR. So we're excited about that. What else I got going? Oh, I'm still doing websites and I'm still helping small businesses to get up and running. So check me out with that. And that's all of my shameless plugs. What about you, hon?
I don't have nothing.
He
Never
is
got
same
nothing.
old, same old,
Y'all
same
know
old.
what's up.
Same old, same old, same old.
Radio station. Um, Untapped Music Radio. We are doing some on the. We've been peaking over 500 and everybody that's tapping in and listening to us, we definitely appreciate that. We thank y'all so much for all the support and everything. Um, I got some surprises coming up on the radio station real soon. Definitely tomorrow, guys. I was doing the Toe Tap Tuesdays Facebook Live, but we kind of ran into some things with DJs going live. So now that I have the radio station, I'm going to start my Toe Tap Tuesdays back up live on the radio. So tomorrow, same time, from 8 to 9, check in with me on Untapped Music Radio. And we'll be doing a Toe Tap Tuesday thing again. You did.
Are you gonna be
So we're gonna have a I don't know, I may go 10. I don't know, it depends. We just getting acclimated with the station. We're gonna see who taps in and whatever. But we'll see. I may tomorrow just go for an hour and oh no, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we're gonna be toe tapping tomorrow. Tomorrow's the first night for Toe Tap Tuesdays to start back up. So join me, man. Let's get it in. Let's have some fun. Push your couch back. Push your coffee table over, and I'm gonna play some crazy house music tomorrow night, man. And then we're gonna mix it up. Like I can really mix it up because Facebook was kind of limited on what we could play. But man, listen, I'm reach tomorrow night, so y'all need to tune in for real, for real. Um, I still got the B tape out. It's the momentum is picking back up. It's a couple of MCs that's been hitting me up. Working with this brother from California. Working with a brother from Philly. Working with brother from New York. Working with a couple people, Angie Stone and Herbie. We working on a project. So stay tuned, man. I'm doing it now, and listen, if there's any DJs that want a radio station, man, I'm doing $25 for 8 hours a month. $25 a month for 8 hours a month. And you could do whatever you want to do with your 8 hours. You can rock out twice a week, however you want to do it. You can split your hours up. But I'm doing $25 a month for for 8 hours a month. I think it's a great opportunity. And if you want to get in, hit me up. Y'all know how to get in contact with me. Carmen Brown, what's up, cuz?
She's been on there for a minute now.
Well, I'm not. I wasn't reading the feed. I was talking. Well, cuz, look, y'all. Just in case y'all didn't know, Carmen's my cousin, and she got a couple of joints out. Coming True is one of the club joints that she got out right now. It's charting on the charts. She got a couple special gifts from overseas that people want her on their label and things. I don't know the particulars about the deals. I don't want to say too much because it really, I don't really know the business. I just know, the exciting news that she told me. So I'm saying to God be the glory. And I want her to just blow, man. And we're going to rock out. We're going to do some stuff. I'm going to do some remixes on our stuff and all of that. And we're going to get busy. So, um, I got a lot of stuff going on, y'all. I got a lot of stuff going on. So just stay tuned. Keep checking my page because I'm putting something new up every day. Just tap in with me, man. Just tap in with me. And with that being said, we're gonna get a show.
I just have one thing to say. You guys go to the station, even if you put it on mute. I don't expect you to listen to it all day. But go to the station, listen, and thanks. Who said that? Was listening to the '90s rock the other day. Appreciate that. We try to be non-genre Pacific, so we try to play, mix it up. Yeah, all types of music. For everyone's listening.
Y'all might get a big show on Wednesday. For those that like big band. I might be doing some big band jazz like Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and stuff like that on Wednesday. We may be.
We definitely do a mixer.
Yeah, we try to put all different types of genres of music on there because we want all types of genres of people to listen to it.
Brother,
what's up?
Where you been?
What's up, B-Law? So, with that being said, man, we're gonna get into the show this evening. It's a little steamy topic.
Yes. So the topic, where's my mommy? I was trying to figure out where my mommy was.
Mom, she might not be on. She may be tonight.
Oh yeah, she might be. Well, the subject is in love, but the family's not. And what that means is, are you in a relationship or with someone, your close knit family? Because I don't know about you guys, but we are a close knit family. Might not approve of or do not like. So that's the subject tonight, and I think I had a little experience on that. But um, we'll get into that. But that's what the subject is. So, have you ever been in that type of relationship that your family or is not,
or their family.
or their family is not, didn't
You.
like you or didn't approve of the relationship? And how did you handle that, or how do you handle that? Um,
James Robin put up a YouTube link.
that's probably for. Is that for your song?
James Robin.
Oh no,
That
please.
what's that? Your new book or something? Crunch? What's that? Let me know something so I can shout it out, baby.
Okay, so let me give you an example. Now, for those of you who know me, y'all know how much that my mother-in-law is like. That's my favorite person, and of course, I'm her favorite. I have said that 1,000 times. I am her favorite. Okay, but and you would think that it was like that from the beginning, and it wasn't. But it was not like through anyone's fault. I don't say. I think it was just not knowing, and because I'm a, believe it or not, one of my exes' mom didn't like me.
Yeah, James Robin. Yeah, your family not liking your significant other. Yes.
Yeah, or your significant other family not liking you,
Right.
or vice versa.
So,
So in the beginning,
your mother-in-law didn't like you, Eleanor. I wonder why.
you know he was gonna have something to say,
Yeah.
Eleanor.
No, let me stop.
So, in the beginning of our relationship, no one knew me, first of all, and no one knew him. Oh, that's Common Brown's link. Oh, thank you, James.
Oh, word. Thanks, cuz.
Um, no one knew him and no one knew me. And so my family had no clue who he was, and his family had no clue who I was, even though we had known each other or we had met 5 years prior to that. So when we decided that we were going to get married, or when he came to me and said that God said I was going to be his wife, guys, um, of course, there was a little surprise, and his mom was told him that he needed to slow down because in her eyes it was like he just met me because they never heard me before. And also looking at it through, which this is how I saw it. And maybe it was just because I was grown and I had my big girl pants on, so it wasn't really like, yeah, mom don't like me. It wasn't all that at all. I was like, well, wait a minute. She don't know me. You're her son. You twice. You've had some issues in your marriage, your other marriages. So
Why
of course she would not like me.
you let the people on my business?
I'm just making
No
a
need to do all that to
okay.
make a point. Forget y'all heard that.
Anyway, so of course she wouldn't like me because speaking from a mother's point of view, it's like she don't even know me. So one of the things that I requested from him is that I meet his mother before we got married. And it didn't happen right away, but it did happen. And as I told him, because he's the type of person who he talks to his mother every day, just about. So when we first started out, he wasn't talking to his mother every day because when he spoke with her, I guess he felt like, and you can say how you felt, that she brought up the relationship, like, Frankie, slow down, moving too fast. And I guess to avoid that, he didn't really speak to her as consistent as he used to, which was bothering him because he's very close to his mother and his brothers and sisters. And I saw that, and which in turn bothered me. So I had a conversation with him about it, and I was like, well, you have to understand where your mother's coming from. And it's like, I'm a grown man. It shouldn't be this way. But he wasn't looking at it from her point of view. And I kind of was looking at it from her point of view. And so, and having a son and understanding how sometimes your sons as grown men can act. So that's how I was looking at it. And so I told him, you men, especially when y'all young. So I told him, give me an opportunity to meet her and it will be okay. And also the other thing that I requested is that when I meet her, that he had to go somewhere else because it's easy to talk or act or should I say put up a facade when you're right close to that person. But if you're not, if that person is not in the room, then you more to your real self. So I wanted his mom to see me as my and not just because he was in the room. So I had to be around when I had to talk with his mom. So he left. And the other that was I wasn't going to her trying to prove to her that I was all in love with her son. I was going to her woman to woman and on somewhat of a level of an understanding because I had a grown son, three of them. So I definitely understood where she was coming from. And since that conversation, we have been very close, and I'm her favorite.
No, you're not.
I am. If that's why I want mom on so that she can say that I'm her favorite.
Ah, fiddlesticks, man.
It's my decision or leave me be.
Facts. That's how I felt.
That's how you felt, but you let's on the other side. It did bother you that you
Yeah,
wasn't talking to your mom every day.
it bothered
You
me,
was
but I
willing
was
to
still.
make that split, but
Look, I'm grown. I can make my own decisions.
I would like to hear from a female that's close to their mom, or maybe was
Mm,
close to their mom. How and I would like to know, um, if you were close to your mom. Here's the question: if you're very close to your mom, and you came home with a guy, and your mom told you,
she did approve, dude.
she did, he not the one, and you was really in love with that person, what would you do? Um, Bubby said all about the two in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Eleanor said, if I didn't marry that mama's boy, thank goodness, but this mom had someone picked out for me. But his mom had someone picked out for me.
I ain't no mama's boy.
You know what? Let's talk about the term mama's boy. You
That's a
are
good
in
thing.
a yeah, you are a mama's boy, but that's a good thing that he's a mom.
Damn
Guess
right.
what? A mama's boy, the mature one, not the one you see on TV, but the mama's boy knows how to treat his woman. And you can judge,
That's a good man.
yeah, you can judge by how he's going to treat you. And you know what? Somebody told me that a long time ago, and I've learned in my 50 something years that that is very much true. How he treats his mother is how he will treat his woman. If he's disrespectful to his mother, then he's gonna be disrespectful to you. And let me tell you something, that holds true. My husband might be a mama's boy, but let me tell you something. My husband is very laid and easy to get upset. Now, he wasn't always like that, but now it takes a little push to get him upset. But if you want to see him get riled up real quick, mention me or his mom and see what happened to you. And it ain't even got to be a direct mention of us. Is I've seen my husband but indirect, and I'm still working out over that over indirect. If it's linked to me, okay, or linked to his mom, don't touch it because he gets he turns into a total different person. So, I'm proud to say that my husband, if that's what you want to call a mama's boy, yes he is, because he talked to his mother every day. But guess what? I am a very happy wife. So you know what they say, happy wife, happy life. Happy life for him because I am a very happy life because I know that I am covered by my husband. He
Yeah,
covers me. So, I don't
I
know.
can dig it.
I think that word mama's boy is taken out of text and
A mama's boy just means that you love your mom and you love the woman that you're with. Respect them. You respect the values that she's taught you. You respect the morals that she instilled in you, and you're protective. Every,
your parents can't live your life and they should try to accept the one you've chosen. And I agree with that.
that's the truth.
I agree with that. Of that, like if you like, let's talk about one of my sons, and I'm not going to name which one. Okay, one of my sons. If he come to me and say, "Mom, I'm getting married," I would be like, "Get out of here with that. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know nothing about it. Don't tell me. Go ahead, and do what you got to do." And no, I'm not going to be there. No, because I know how that child is. Okay, and yes, he's grown, but he will always be my child. Okay, so I know how he is, and he is nowhere, not yet ready for marriage.
He on his way though.
He might be on his way, but I'm saying if he came to me now and he was getting married, I'm not trying to hear that from him because I know who he is. Okay, so from a parent's point of view, I understand. And it's not like his mom was trying to rule his life. She just was like, she was giving him constructive criticism, slow because in her eyes, he had just met. So, of course, if it appears like my son just met somebody and say, "Hey, I'm getting married," I ain't never heard that person's name before. You talk to me every day. I never heard you mention this person. All of a sudden, you up and getting married. Yeah, I'm gonna say to you, wait a minute, who is this? And you need to slow your butt down. What are you doing?
Okay, so
I will say that to them.
okay, so in that instance, same thing. In the beginning, she might not like the son-in-law or vice versa, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 years passed, 3 years passed, and she's still feeling the same way. Then what do you do in that situation?
Then that's where there's an issue. And it shouldn't even take that long for you to say, okay, there's an issue.
Right, but I'm just saying, if that was an issue that arrived, right, and you figured you talked or had a conversation or whatever, and it appears to be
That is
quote unquote that, but it's really
not
not.
okay.
And then and then she's still, every now and then you get a jab, every now and then you get a little sting in a conversation, or when y'all are all together or something like that. And just say a year has passed, right? And you know that the mother don't like you, or vice versa. Then what? What?
I think that at that time you will have to be mature enough to say, "Look, mom, if you're not going to respect my decision, then you're going to have to step back out of my life. And I love you, but you have to respect who I'm at. When it comes to something like that, then it's time for you to set some boundaries."
Okay, so now on that end, but so what if it's your significant other's mother that don't like you?
My significant other is supposed to step in and cover me and say, "Listen, mom, this is who I chose. And either you're going to respect that and respect her, or you're not going to be in my relationship." And if your significant other can't do that, then that's the mama's boy that you have to think about and not maybe think about your relationship with them because that's a different type of mama's boy.
Mm-hmm.
That mama's boy is not for me. Um, Eleanor said, had I brought someone like, let's say, Frank, my mom would have said, he looks mean. Hell no. But would have embraced Stevie.
You know what, Eleanor?
That
Yeah,
was a good jab.
she just hurt my feelings.
That was almost a knockout. I think that was an Illinois.
She just hurt my feelings. I don't look mean, and she wouldn't have said that. She would have loved me. That's terrible.
Late again. My bad. No problem.
Bull, what
You
up?
know what, Frank? We were late. We had to take it to the room because we was having issues. So the subject is in love, but your family
It's not.
don't like the person or don't approve of the person. Um, I tried, Terry. You did a good job. I think that was a count 10. That was a real good knockout. um,
I'm a good counterpuncher. You better watch out.
so on my end of it, I think I understand both sides of it. So what about you, baby? Because I have to say this about my husband. He is a people person, and it seems like everybody take to him. I'm surprised that, which we're gonna have a show about. My children who don't like anybody, took to him like bees to honey. I mean, they're close. My son calls him more than he calls me. So they're very close to him. So he is a likable person. But baby, what if you encountered, what would you do in a situation like that? Let's say my sister Val or Ann, none of y'all didn't like you. What would you do?
Gotta be on them. I ain't going nowhere. I have to deal with it.
So
I
what if
wouldn't be disrespecting like that because that's not my nature. But I would just pray and hope that they get over whatever they feeling and whatever the case may be. Because I'm gonna still treat you the same way. I'm still gonna do the things I do for you. I'm still gonna treat you like the queen. I'm gonna love you regardless. And whether they feel that I'm not what they expect, or if I'm not up to their expectation, then that's just something that they're gonna have to live with. You understand? You understand?
So how
Because
does the holidays look back in the day, y'all? Because we don't have holidays no more. All that is gone. We in a newfound thing where everything is going to have to be Zoom now because of the pandemic. But back in the day when we gathered for holidays and stuff like that, how would holidays look if you got the elephant in the room? And
I would come once or twice, but then I would explain to you, listen,
what if we was married? What would we do?
I'm getting ready to tell you. I would come once or twice, and I would tell you if you want to go to your families and enjoy yourself. Would never, ever, ever
What about when it
draw a
was my
wedge in
turn to have
between.
the holidays? Like we take
Oh, if they
turns.
come into my house,
Hmm.
they need to be on their P's and Q's because you ain't gonna disrespect me in my own house.
I know that's
Point
right,
blank.
baby.
Period. You can sit outside, and eat your food on the porch.
Oh, is mean, Eleanor.
No,
I'm just kidding.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And that goes for my brothers and sisters. For my family too.
So if your mom didn't like me and
And
you was
we was
having
having Christmas
Thanksgiving,
at my house or
yeah.
Thanksgiving at my house. I'm not gonna
No,
make
and
my
mom would just say, I'm not coming. I
say
won't be there.
point
Frankie,
blank.
I love you, and I
I'm
hope
not.
y'all have a good time,
That's
but I'm
exactly.
not coming.
My mother would know if she wasn't feeling it. She ain't
And
gonna
so
be
what
fake, and
about
she
when
wouldn't
there
show
was
up.
times when it was supposed to be over her house?
Then I would go for a minute or two, and I would say I love y'all, but I'm out.
Okay, so what would happen if I said, well, baby, I don't want you to leave me. Why you gotta go over there and leave me?
Well, we would have to discuss that because why would you? You know how close I am with my family, so why would you even put me in a predicament?
I'm playing bad cop, good cop.
No, I'm just saying.
So what
Not you, but
happened?
I'm just saying. I'm
Yeah,
speaking. I'm
but what if the
generalizing.
person is like, well, babe, you are with me now. Why you gotta leave me? I know you're close to your family, but if they don't accept me, then why would you even
That was my family before I met you. We have what we have.
no, I want you to be with me.
Why don't you damn bad? Sit your ass in something back.
You guys.
Get your ass in the corner until I get back. Get you a Jello or something and enjoy some TV. Here go the fire stick.
I don't know how little shy girl voice. Love you, Frank.
Ah,
Frank Boone said, my aunt used to shut female like Roz Baraka shut Newark down. Dang.
hey,
Here's a question. That quick.
she said, "Mom." She said, "Just kidding, Frank. Mom loves everybody, and I love her too. And I don't even know her, but I know she's."
Hey, Erica Joy, we missed you too.
Joy, what's up?
Frank said, my aunt would throw women out like Fred Flintstone put the cat out. Dang.
Look, man, I just feel like it's a respect thing, and you got to respect the relationship. You respect your wife comes first, man. Point blank, as if your wife comes first, and no matter how close you are with your siblings and things, and if you are spiritually sound as we are, it's God, your wife, and then everyone else. And when you find a wife, you find a good thing. And if you want to be technically sound with the Lord, your wife is first.
Okay, I have a question. Here's one. Let's say that you have a history of not picking the right person. That the person you pick is harmful in some way to you, either mental, physical, or emotional. And so your family who loves you very much and who you are very close to
They know you got a
that.
track record, right?
Yeah. And then you meet somebody that you feel like is the one and you feel like is good and you feel like might be the right one and they're telling you no. How do you handle that? You still go against them and say, knowing that they've been right in the past.
My thing is this, man. Nobody can't walk in your shoes and tell you how far to go, tell you how little to go, to take another step, to draw back from something. Nobody can walk in your shoes and dictate a path for you, right? So you have to learn in your own shoes what's significant for you. Blank period.
So men and women, I pose this question to you. James, where you at? Because James gonna put it like it is. So James, close to your mother and she tells you that the girl that you're about to ask to marry you is not right and she's no good. Do you still ask her to marry you? And females, your mother, no, female, your father, that the man that you're about to marry is not right for you.
I don't know. She says she always attracted nuts. Which nuts?
See, you know what?
No,
See, he's always starting. See, that's why.
No, I told her I was a good counterpuncher. She thought she got a knockout with that little comment she made, but don't play with me. I'm nice with this.
So, your father, or let's put it this way, males, your father tell you that the woman that you're about to marry, you're very close to your father, and he tells you the woman you're about to marry right for you.
Dad, sit your ass down.
What do you do?
No.
Females, your mother tells you that the man that asked you to marry you, you should not say yes because he is not right for you.
You know what? In that aspect, you would take heed to what your mother or father says, but you still have to walk in your own shoes. And they can't really tell you they can suggest what's for you, but
So what would
they're
you
not
do?
right all the time. They're not right all the time.
Suppose every last one of you, every last one of your brothers and sisters and your moms told you that I wasn't right for you and you should not marry me or be with me. Would you still have married me? Honestly.
I would have rocked that with you until I found out for myself.
Would you have married me?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, I would have, because that's how I felt, and that's how I still feel.
My husband. I'm sorry.
I'm just being truthful. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, whatever.
Elmo said, I apologize, Frank, somewhat. Come on, you guys. Y'all are not really helping
I
us
love
with
you,
this
Elmo. You know you my
conversation.
girl, man.
What's up with the conversation now? If we was talking
It's
about
it's a whack. Is it a whack topic tonight?
yeah, so what? Yeah, y'all want to talk about the what was they ran off the reservation with?
The jump off.
Yeah, the jump off and stuff. But we talk about the things that keep the relationship together. It was his inside.
Yeah.
Luckily, I didn't have that problem because I'm the favorite. I'm everybody's favorite.
Don't you believe it?
Everybody loves me. Eleanor said, many times I wish I had listened. They saw him for what he was, and I was confused by love and lust. That happened to me with my first husband.
You know what? People from the outside can always see better than what you can see from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
But take heed that each person that sees from the outside doesn't always mean that they're right.
You're right.
So optimistic, you have to look at the situation, you understand, and you have to nitpick it apart for yourself to find, because basically it comes down to per se, my mom didn't like you or whatever, but you fit my need, right? And you would respect. We get along just like we get along now, and she didn't like that. Then, mom, I'm sorry, but that's just something you got to deal with. Because I'm going to keep doing what's good for me and my life. Because at the end of the day, and at the end of my rainbow, can't go with me, and neither can she.
Yeah, all right now. Now, James said something that was very profound, and I want you to elaborate on it, James. He said, when a man knows, the world knows, point blank.
Man, let's say it again, bro.
Now, but I want you, for people who
Say it
might not
again,
understand that,
bro.
James, can you explain that and elaborate on that?
Yo, that's self-explanatory.
Yeah,
But
it is.
I'm
But
just saying,
some people might
say
not
it
even
again,
understand.
bro.
Frank Boone said, I can only testify until 1997 before my pops passed. He really liked my children's mother. After he passed, I had my aunt and I was on my own. So I'm really here for support of the show. I
That's
get
what's up.
that's hey.
By the way, that's DJ Extreme. That be on the traffic jam that y'all be throughout the week. Shout out my boy DJ Extreme.
Don't have one for tomorrow though.
Whatever.
Hint hint.
Anyway.
James, well said. Yes, it was very well said. That is a profound statement, James. I would like for you to elaborate on it. Um,
No, because he's gonna strut his feathers like a peacock. Be proud of it. His chest out. He's gonna represent it. Go ahead, read it.
it says, we know what we feel about a woman we see as our wives. We don't focus on what people think or feel. Hi, Val.
Say it again, bro.
So, Valerie, the subject is um, but your family's not. We're discussing about if you're within a relationship that your family, that your close knit family does not approve of or do not like. How do you handle that? Baby,
I'm on live, but listen, I'm thirsty.
you know.
And I'm sorry, you guys. But
You know what, y'all? That's why we can't have a syndicated show on a real live TV because my husband don't follow protocol.
this is my show.
That's why it's called the Hatchett Chronicles.
And what's my last name?
Hatchet.
Boop, 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 boop. Y'all hear that clock? That boop, boop clock? My
And
sister, Val, I'm loving you, man. Listen, I'm so loving you.
so I think that
I want to say this though, for real. This is a touchy subject because I first started talking to my wife about getting married and all of that stuff. She told me that I would have to sit down, and the one that was really the one to give me approval of her was my sister that's on the line right now. And let me tell y'all something, man. When I sat down and had a conversation with her that I proposed to my wife, that was one of the most profound conversations that I've had in such a very long time with a grown up woman, right? It was respectful. It was definitely an intelligent conversation. And I was able to be myself, and she was able to be herself. And she told me what she expected of me as a man. And I told her what my moral compass was. I explained to her where my values lied. I explained to her what my purpose was and my meaning for asking her sister to marry me. And from that day on, I've had the most wonderful relationship with her that anybody could actually have with a person. I'm telling you, I love her like
thank you,
I do.
Eleanor.
I love her like I do. I love her like I do. Okay.
Okay.
I was going off. But I'm just saying that right there let me know that I was really being accepted into this family. And as Val, but then I had a talk with my son, and then my daughter, she was trying to play like she was a hard ass. And she said, everybody else is with you, but you're going to have problems out of me. And a month later, she was
Not
caught.
even a month.
She was caught. You did. So I'm just saying, I give all the glory to God that I am who I am and the way I am. And I was
Valerie
accepted
said
into
all
this
she
family.
said was no refunds.
I was getting ready to get around to that, but that's
Whatever.
I was getting ready to get around to that there because Lord knows sometime I be wanting to cut you with that receipt that I have.
James said many men ignore being told their woman is loose by family members or friends. I've seen
Yeah,
that happen.
yes,
Now
they
let's
do.
talk about that because that's why I said like if a man like a man to man or woman to woman. Now women are more apt to listen to their mothers like men are sometimes more apt to listen to their father. So that's why I use that question of if your father told you and for women if your mother told you because sometimes they can see that. I think that a woman can see another woman better than a man can. And so, like, what if it was the thing of being loose? Like, your wife is, for us, we had conversations about what we would not put up, what we would put
Right.
up. We had long conversations about that. But, let's
If
just
those
say,
conversations didn't arise
yeah,
and
and
your family saw that the woman you was with was loose,
yeah,
if that was me and you know my family saw that my significant other was loose, and then I'll be telling the guys in my family it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. So y'all go ahead and not let me stop.
you know what?
Nah,
I can't.
I would.
It's a serious
No,
conversation.
I got if they was telling me that my woman was loose, then I would really pay attention to that. And the first sign that I saw that, that was it, then that there'd have to be some there have to be some changes made.
James think you're funny.
You know, hey, yo, Crunch, you know what's up?
So would you postpone the wedding to see this, or would you still
No
get
question.
married
No
that
question.
quick?
No question. I will postpone it because I'm not going to set myself up for somebody that to be one thing, and then we give it a year into marriage, and all this money to get married. Not even that the money matters, but that's some money you could have your account. Number one. Number two, I'm not going to do, my year down the line, year and a half down the
So what
line,
if
you
you don't
creeping with
see it in
somebody
a
else.
year? So you would go ahead and marry. If you don't see it within a year, you would go ahead and marry them?
Nope.
You wouldn't?
I'm going to have a conversation, man. I'm going to have to find out what's going on. If they telling me she's loose, I need to find out what's up.
So in that case, it can't be a just don't like. It has to be a real eye-climb reason. And if your family members are saying, "Listen, don't marry her, she loose," that is enough to make you put.
You know what's enough to make me? It would be enough to, as if now this is, and I'm just being real. If my mother said that, or sister said that,
So
if they said that,
so considering how you felt about me, and we had an understanding, you said God told you to that I was gonna be, and your mom said, "Babe," after she met me now, and Londy, because those are the two women that I think I met. No, and sus. No, we gonna leave her out because automatically we already know that would have been.
my god sister would have said
Yeah.
she lose. It's a wrap.
Listen, what you told
It's
me.
over.
Okay, so let's leave her out. Let's say Londy and Mom.
Same thing. Well, Londy, it's over.
Okay.
If Londy said that, it's over. And the reason why I say that is because
what if Londy and Mom did? What if Londy and Sis didn't say it, but Mom said it?
Would be over. Probably would be
over. Eleanor said they would have proof that she was loose.
If my mother, see, and I'm gonna tell y'all something for real. That happened to me, and I went against what my mom said, what my sister told me, and I spent 13 years in as a crash dummy, basically.
He said I have some loose cousins and friends, so they know.
Hey,
I know that's right. Game recognized game.
My mom told me that I shouldn't, you know,
been in a situation that you went into.
And I went into that situation, and for not 13 years, but a good 8 years, it was off and on, and it was the same thing, and it was the same thing that she told me.
Hey, Chris,
that I shouldn't have got into.
My mom is right every time.
My mom was right, man. So I'm saying, like, if she's to me, Frankie, because that's what my mom called me. That's not the one for you. I don't think that. I'm doing some research. I'm gonna act like Blacklist. I'm gonna act like 48 Hours or something, and I gotta do some homework.
Okay, y'all, listen. So my sister said something, and I'm gonna read what she said, but understand playing level now. She's more calm, she's spiritual, she's one with God now. But let me tell you, she has not always been this. So that's what she says. She says, for our family, we just want our loved ones to be happy. So if we see them with someone that we see as sick All we can do is share our opinion. They will do one as an adult. But it's important for us to still support them because so they know they can still talk to us. That sounds so wonderful, and that is so right. She ain't always been like that, y'all. She just got like that. Let me tell you,
No, no, that's not right.
it's true though, and it does sound good, and she is like that now. But let's be real. We being real, okay? In the past,
She was hitting you upside your head with something.
both of us, because I would put the dog back, we have done that many of times. But what we have learned, the reason why she is like that now is because what we have learned is just as she said, the person's going to do what they're going to do. And what happens is that has caused us to go off on our own and not be around the family. So, and because you already know they don't like the one you're with, so you just back away from them and not be bothered from them. And so learn, we decided, well, you're going to do what you want to do, but here's what we feel about it. But we still going to support you. We still there for you. But at one point, we were not like that. I used to tear shit up. Exactly. That's the way she used to tear shit up.
Watch your mouth on TV.
Hey, Car. The other sister is on there.
Mom, what's that?
Camardo. We get it from my mama. Chris said it was hard to deal with in-laws who don't like or want to accept you. It is very hard.
You know what? I was in a situation like that, but I'm gonna tell you something. It is hard to do that, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. If you're a good person and you treating her well, and you know what it is, they can. In the beginning, it's hard for them to like you or whatever. But down the line, they can hate me. Sometime down the line, they have to give in.
They gonna give
They
in.
have to give in because I'm telling you, I used to go around them with cars. I'm dressed nice, and man, look, she hop out the car. She dressed nice, and she always had, and all of that, and they always be like, "Yo, I can't stand this nigga," but
He takes
she
care.
is,
Yeah.
she don't want for nothing. He ain't never hit her. You know what I mean? Like they really didn't like me, and for what reason? To this day, I still don't know. But I used to pop up. Listen, man, I was anti. I would anti. I would, and damn to do something. Oh,
Chris said, yeah, he's going back. Chris said it was one of the factors that led to divorce, but not the main one. Yeah, it doesn't help if you got other issues.
it would draw a wedge in between your marriage if you let it.
Valerie said, now when it comes to my children, pray for me. I'm in progress. And see that looking on a mother's point of view of it or a father's point of view of it. We might feel about them or something, but if you look at it as your kids, you're gonna feel a different way.
Sure, you will.
Chris said it was hurtful because I never done shit to them unless they started itch first.
Yeah.
Valerie said, bro, you were a prayer answered. That's the difference. What you trying to say? I'm not that crazy. I don't know what y'all are talking.
If you can see,
What are y'all talking about? I said I didn't dress like a nun. I wore makeup, so I was considered what the old folks call fast. But once they got to know me, they saw the halo above the cloud. You know, that's what To be honest, I can count on one hand the parents that like me. Because I was my own. I was going to do. I really didn't care, to be honest, whether you like me or not. I was going to have fun with. I was going to be with them for the reason that they wanted me to be with them. I was with them, and that was it. I wore heels all the time, so I might look older than my age, and so I probably got called the fast, donkey by some parents because I was always in the suits, heels and stuff, and I didn't dress like a never dressed like a teenager. I always dressed like a grown woman. So I'm sure that reasons why parents didn't like me is because I appeared to be growner than my years. But those were the parents that didn't get to know me either. And maybe at that time I might not have been right for their child because they might have been one of my toys, to
I,
be honest.
I was judged because she, her mom thought I was like this street thug. Wasn't good for her daughter because they was middle class and they had money and all of that, and it's just we had a child together, and they hated me for a long time. They really did. They got over it.
Chris said, "Can't judge a book's cover. A cover will tell the whole story, whole picture one day."
Exactly right, brother.
Eleanor said, "Exactly, Chris." Chris said, "When I don't care anymore, then they wanted to get. When I didn't care anymore, then they wanted to get along and make peace. But the damage had been done over
Right.
a period of time. It can't be
Reverse.
reversed."
That's right. That's right. Once it's done, it's done. And I mean, like all the apologies and all the now I want to get to know yous and I'm sorry's and all of that really don't mean nothing
I'm
no more.
sorry.
Because like,
So
it took you
sorry.
this long to come around and several times I tried to tell you or someone tried to tell you that, that it wasn't the way you perceived it, so it was different. But instead of you listening, you still drew your own opinion, which you able to do that. But once you found out that it wasn't what it seemed, now you want to come around. But I just feel like when you come around, that's when it's supposed to be okay. Nah, I'm good.
Chris said they saw who I really was, and I wasn't the problem. It's something when you already know that your family member is the one that is the issue, acknowledge that you just blame that the other person made your family member like that. I think that's wrong. If there's one thing that our family is real. We've always been real. And we're not going to pretend, we can look at each other and say, well, you is got your issues too. It's not all that person. We we won't blame the other person for something that we know is the family member's fault. The reality is that you are not in a relationship with the family. You are in a relationship with the person. That's so true. But we
Hey,
know
my
you,
niece.
Valerie.
What's up, my niece?
Niecy Pooh. My niece Capri says when family initially that makes it difficult for one to bring their significant other around, and it negates coming to the family about anything because one won't feel comfortable. Not everyone is given a fair chance. Yeah, that's true. But sometimes it's not about that the significant other. It's about that family member. So it's like significant other to talk to the family member about their actions, but it appears that it's coming off on the significant other.
I mean, you're gonna see what you're gonna see. You're gonna, experience what you're gonna experience, right? So I just feel like with that being said, you know, um, if you're in a relationship with someone and their family, you know that you're a good person and you've done no wrong to them, to the family, and you're doing everything right to appease your significant other, and she or he is happy, then they just got to take that with a grain of salt.
I do.
And I
feel
just,
like there should
I
be a
feel like just keep it
conversation,
moving. I mean, if you have that conversation and they still feel like that,
then you keep it
then it is
moving.
what it is. That's just something that they have to live with. It's not gonna lose no sleep. I'm not gonna miss a beat. I'm not gonna miss a step. And when it comes to family functions, you and I, we can work that.
Hmm.
But I'm not going to, you know, I'm knowing that you're the one for me. I'm feeling that you're the one for me. Done me raise an eyebrow. I give you what you give me, right? We're connected like that. So
Amen, Chris.
I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna give that up just because someone you're not the one for me, or something is just not right. Because they're not everybody. You're not right all the time. You may feel something at a certain point in time, and then another time you're like, wow, man, I thought this person was so, but I was wrong, right?
Hmm.
You ever been in a situation
Hmm.
like that? You like, wow, you might feel like you perceive that person to be a certain type of way because you've been around them for a little bit, but then your next encounter, the whole aura about that person has changed. The whole vibe, and it's like,
Hmm.
wow, this ain't even like when I first met dude, or this ain't like when I first met the young lady. This is a whole different vibe now. I mean, so
I think one thing is that if you see a change, a positive change in your family, and that person is good for your family member, that kind of changes your view of them. If you, well, sometimes it doesn't. For petty people, it don't. Chris said, "Misery loves company." Valerie said,
right.
"It's hard when your life experiences says red flag." Member says, "But I love them." LOL. Then you just have to pray and let them know that you still there no matter what choice they. Yes, and that's true. And again, that's something that we had to learn to do. That comes with maturity. I think again, another thing is like for instance, my husband and my husband's mother and me. At that time I was mature enough to sit down and have a conversation with her to find out what was the issue. Um, if you're not mature enough, or you really do not mean that family member no no harm, then I think the first thing would be to communicate and
Mm.
have that conversation with family. But then again, if you're on a fling or it don't matter to you, or you really not no good for that family member, then you're not going to have the or you're not mature enough going to have the conversation. You ain't really going to care what they say.
Hmm.
Valerie said, "I'm trying to get better because when I don't like you, you very much know it. Yes, you do."
And
She is
Eleanor said what?
terrible. Eleanor said, "I'm a cut up, but if you get to know me, you'll find out I'm a spiritual woman. I display that." Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Amen. Yes, you
Amen.
do.
But I think that's what it is, judging a book. Can't judge a book by its cover. And we have to put ourselves in other people's shoes. The Bible said, "Judge not, yet ye be judged." But also, you have to put yourself in other people's shoes, and you have to look at a whole, not a half. You can't just look at a person and say, "Well, that person is not good for my family member," because you also have to look at that family member. And again, like my sister says, sometimes no matter what you do, you just have to let it go, let go, and let God. In some cases, it's just
Amen.
like that, and pray on it. Because trust me, my husband taught me that it is very easily to pray on it and remove a person. That way, that will be done quickly and quietly.
And there won't be no drama.
Exactly.
So with that being said, 'cause I got some work to do, and I don't want to be up the rest of the
Okay,
night.
yeah, we have to
My
go. We got
wife
things
has
to
to
do.
be work to
With
do.
this social distancing, I'm also sex starved.
What?
I'm also Eleanor. She said,
That's
with this social din, I'm also sex star. We're going to have a conversation about that.
gonna get you.
What, a toy?
Yeah.
That, let me tell you something about toys. After a while, you just get sick and tired of toys. I'm just saying.
Yeah, put all your business out there.
Well, I don't use toys anymore. I'm just talking about in the past.
Right. That's a good subject, though. Does a toy match the man?
Oh, that's gonna be next. Okay, y'all, tune in next week. Does the toy match the man? Oh, we talk about how does a man feel intimidated by a toy?
That can all be in the.
Okay, next week, y'all. Does the toy match the man? And does the man feel and does a man feel a toy? Kamar said, I'll be there next week. Chris said, take some supplement E before they come over. Chris said, Alan, the thing. Oh, he was talking. Okay, y'all. So just Chris Allen. Okay, so next week, y'all, we're gonna talk about toys. And reiterate, we have signed new Untapped Talent recordings. Have signed 2 new people to our label. One is Dominic, who's on. I don't know if he's still. Him. My husband is also in the process of working on some music for him. That's going to be his introduction.
Come on, I love you too. Good night, babe.
I love you, sis. And what else? Oh, my other new artist that signed. Our other new artist signed. His name is Chris, and look out for him. What else? Oh, my book is still for sale. The Power of God. The Corona Chronicles, yours. Get your copy from me. My sister Valerie is on. Chris, he was one of the authors. The Corona Chronicles, yours. Get your book. What else? The radio station, I put it in the top of the feed, is untail.airtime.pro. We are on 7 days a week from 8 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. at night. Listen to the ready. We got some good stuff on there. You can buy a talk show on there every Friday from 7:30 to 8:30. Sister Talk with Chocolate Smoothie Valerie McAllister. Yeah. So listen to her on Fridays. What else? Oh, the Hatchett Chronicles have their replay on there on Sundays at 3. So if you missed this one live, you can see it on Sunday. You can listen to the audio. Yeah, you can listen to it, not see it. Sorry, but listen to the audio of this on the radio station, Untapped Music Radio. On Sunday. On Sunday. At what time? At 3. Okay. And my husband Toe Tap Tuesday is back. It's on Untapped Music Radio. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. To 9, my regular time. So with that being said, man, we love y'all. We thank you for the get a spot. It's $25 a month, 8 hours a month. If you're interested in a spot on the radio. Okay. Okay. Oh, he has other books. He's at www.arthurchrisallen.com. Yes. Lori put she said tune into the chocolate smoothie every Friday at 7:30. Let's do it. Good night, Eleanor. Good night, Eleanor. I love you guys. Tell Valerie, artist, Steve is not on, but he also has his music out, right? Yes. And James Rodman has a book out, yes. Butterfly, right? Yes, My Butterfly. My Butterfly. So look out for all. Be in tune for my artists, y'all. They are coming out, and they're coming out strong, like a stone. We're doing some things. Yeah. We'll see you next week where we'll be talking about those toys. Don't miss us. This is Terry and
Yeah.
Hatchett and
Chronicles.
Hatchett Chronicles. We're out.
Peace
Peace.
and love.